according to the Uber driver, well actually it wasn't Uber, it was our taxi driver earlier, all the kings got crowned in this cathedral, so it's one of the, I was trying to figure out what else is there in Reims other than champagne, and yeah, their history is part of their story, and this was also quite a big battleground during the war, World War I think. Reims is a city northeast of Paris. It is small, to some little known. It is a destination worth a visit to not only learn about the history of Champagne, but in particular about the Grande Dame of Champagne, Madame Clicquot. She was a courageous and driven French businesswoman who took over her husband's wine business when widowed at 27. Veuve Clicquot is now one of the largest champagne houses in the world.
Early summer, and the raspberry taste is the one we can find in our rosé champagne.
Veuve Clicquot have got a very personal journey they create with the champagne tasting. After gathering in their welcome center, we tour the gardens with the intent of picking up on different aromas, particularly since some of them are foreign to us tourists.
The same country at all. We've got some from every part of the world, basically. So you don't have the same aromas. You're not used to the same cuisine, to the same spices. So we'll invite you to walk around this garden. Just try. So the thing is, we've got some fruits. You can't smell the fruits. You just so the fruitness, but you also have the spice. You also have the flowers. So just touch some aromas and smell it, and try to recognize them and remember them for when we're gonna do our tasting. 1,000 bottles of this 1989 have been released, have been sold. And we're not gonna drink this one because we're not gonna start with the tasting. Sorry, we're gonna do the tasting at the end. First, we're gonna smell some aromas and try to find the aromas you can find in the champagnes. So the game is that in each bottle you can have like 100 aromas, but we can't make you smell 100 aromas for each. From 1810, you've got some letters here that were belonging, it was linked to la pièce. Pièce, it's a barrel. So this is the name of each barrel. Here you've got the number of barrels, so you have 9,
Madame Clicquot is credited with major breakthroughs, including creating the first known vintage champagne in 1810.
Here you've got the number of liters and the total. So you can see, for example, up when you look here, you've got the villages and 1807. 1807. Here it's, when it has no year, it's from 1810. So you've got a mix of many different years. Here, basically two, 1807 and 1810. And when you look at the first cuvée, so the first recipe, the first bottle she's done in 1810, you've got the barrels, the number of barrels, the village they're from, and there is no date. So it means all these grapes, all those wines were from the same year, from 1810. So this is the recipe, this is the first vintage of the Champagne House Clicquot Muiron, and also the first vintage
in the region.
In the region.
And are there any bottles of that left?
Unfortunately not. The goal at that time was to sell all the bottles.
Okay.
So the non-vintages are going to stay 3 years in our cellars, but the vintages about 8, 9, 10 years in our cellars. And after resting for a few years, the yeasts are dead in the bottle. If you'd have come 250 years ago, that's the kind of champagne you would have drank. With the yeast inside.
They didn't take it out?
Nope. And Madame Clicquot wanted a clear champagne, the best quality, only one quality, the finest. So she invented that table that allows the bottle to be set at different angles. So the yeast can go from the bottom of the bottle to the neck. All the yeast are here. And you can see we've got a very clear champagne.
Wow. But now everybody uses this technique.
Yeah, we do.
But she invented it.
She invented it.
Sure.
So we are reading the bottles by hand nowadays and with some machines too. particular.
In
It's a rare
1818,
bottle. It's unique.
she invented
As
the
I showed
first
you,
known blended
only
rosé
a
champagne.
couple bottles
She blended a
that has
still
been
red and white
created
wine
to be sold,
champagne.
decided to be sold.
This process is still used
Disgorged
today
and
by the
returned.
majority
So
of most
we,
champagne producers.
they are already returned and disgorged, but every time we're going to sell one, every time someone is going to ask for one, we're going to take one from here, clean it, labeling, and ship it. We don't want to ship it if we don't have the buyer behind.
And did you say how much it was?
The price of this
Yeah.
one can be a couple €100.
Chamba and our Brazilian counterpart are about to demonstrate to us how to open a bottle of champagne. It's not about popping the cork into the ceiling or spraying the champagne everywhere. It is about finesse. It is about being gentle. It is about being subtle.
And then so you're going to turn the bottle. It's only the bottle that is turning. You're holding it here firmly. With the pressure, by turning the bottle, the cork will pop. And you have to bend the cork a bit so the gas can escape and you don't do a big pop. Okay? So you hold it here, you turn the bottle. Only the bottle is
This is the
turning.
talk story.
With the pressure, you can feel the cork.
I told you about Uncle Xavier and
Take
I.
it a bit to let the pressure escape. So in the champagne region, you don't move it, but you can try it. Hold it and
Voila!
Just to whisper, not to the big one. No Formula One.
Yeah. And now we taste the champagne, paired with cheese. It was absolutely out of this world. X marks the spot.
Take the bubbles.
So we're using some special glasses. It's 3 years now. You can see.
Feels like something, but at least here when they pour it last. And that was Veuve Clicquot in a nutshell. Super hosts, super sights, super drinking, and what a trip.